All right, gang, check it out. Check it out. As promised, we got Brandon from Diamond Lee on the phone with us tonight. Brandon, how you doing, man?
We're doing fantastic, Billy. How are you?
Doing great, man. Thank you for calling in and being on the Keeping Metal show tonight.
My total pleasure. I appreciate you having me and repping Diamond Lane.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Hey, brother, why don't you give us a little history on the band, man? Tell us how it all began, man.
Oh, man, I believe our story is not much unlike anyone else's, where it starts in the garage when you're a teenager. You meet, people with common interests, and you bond over that and want to thrive and excel and exceed and grow and be the best version of yourself that you absolutely can be. And that wild, windy journey in Northern California took Jarrett and I down to Los Angeles in 2009, where we spread the wings, we opened up the map, and we wanted to find the real team players and the guys that we could have a part of the family for life, and that's exactly what we've done.
Awesome, man. Awesome. How'd you guys decide on the name, Diamond Lane?
It's just one of those things. You throw a million things against the wall and see what sticks, and we kept circling back to that one, and just the idea of hitting the gas, you're in your own lane, no speed limit, no stop signs, you're just doing your thing. That seems very appropriate.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So tell us about the songwriting, man. Is it a one-person effort? Is it a group effort? Tell us how you guys go about writing your tunes.
You know what? I think it's very much a collaborative effort. One thing that we pride ourselves in Diamond Lane is there's no ego. What benefits the band, what benefits the song, that's what wins. So riffs will come from any end of the spectrum, lyric ideas, melodies, coming from a jam, you name it. No two songs are written alike, but it's definitely a team effort.
Cool, man. So how would you describe your sound to people?
That's an interesting question. It's always a funny one to answer, but I would very much like to think that we are doing American hard rock meets modern heavy metal.
Cool, very cool. Yeah, that's exactly what I would say, man. Awesome. Dude, you play a lot of live shows, right?
Oh, yeah, that's a huge cornerstone of what we do. I believe we really thrive in the live environment.
Cool, man. What would you say are the best and the worst things about playing the live gigs?
Well, the best thing is obviously the fans, first and foremost. I mean, that's why we do it, to have people pay their hard-earned ducats, to have a little escapism from their own reality and get together with like-minded individuals who are there to celebrate music, something that's greater than all of us as individuals. That's powerful stuff, and that's what really gets our engines fired up. So without a doubt, the fans putting on a show, that exchange of energy, that is, by and large, the best thing about playing live. The worst part, I won't really say there's a worst part, but there's certainly hassles in setting yourself up with the right situation so you can deliver the goods to those people. So, the semantics, the details, actually getting the live shows off the ground, those are always challenging things, but the rewards far outweigh the hassle.
Awesome, man. Now, how would you describe a Diamond Lane show to the people, man? What can they expect?
Oh, we're talking energy through the roof, beers flying everywhere, people dancing, banging their heads, you name it. It's really just about letting it all out there on the stage, letting it all out there on the floor, having a good time, not worrying about the BS you got to deal with in your day-to-day, but just really reveling and soaking in the night.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Dude, first song I'd like to play tonight, Kiss the Ring, man. What can you tell us about it?
Oh, it's a powerful song. It's a lot of fun to record it, and it's one of our favorites to play live.
Awesome, man. All right, listeners, check this out. This is Kiss the Ring from Diamond Lane. We'll be right back with more Brandon.
expect us to kiss the ring. Strength of a million voices, we will never bow down. No, you try to take control, but we will overthrow the hand that keeps us down. We're gonna stand our ground. We will be fighting with empty promises and fuel to our fire. Fear, abuse of power feeds what your madness brings. Strength of a million voices, we will never bow down. No, you try to take control, but we will overthrow the hand that keeps us down. We're gonna stand our ground. We will be fighting. After all this, you will not decide. After all this, scarred and sacrifice. After all this, I refuse to die. After all this, I can still alive.
All right, gang, we're back with Brandon from Diamond Lane. Brother, how you doing?
Fantastic, man. It's a great time. I'm glad to be on the show.
Awesome, man. Kiss the Ring, awesome tune, dude. I'm really digging it.
Thanks, brother. I'd like to get a nice bite to it.
Hell yeah. Dude, so tell us a little something about yourself, man. When did you first get into music, man, and when did you know that this is what you wanted to do?
You know what? Fortunately, it was when I was very, very young. I have 5 older brothers, so I grew up in a house with music. Some of my earliest memories are digging through their record and tape CD collection, always discovering something new, and just became so enamored with the process. You know, discovering Metallica for the first time, Kiss, the Eagles, just a wide variety of different forms of rock and even stuff outside of the genre. There was something about it that was really special, you know, how these people created something that, A, lasted forever, and B, resonated with so many people. And that quest, for me, started very early on.
Very cool. So, you mentioned Kiss, the Eagles. Who would you say are your personal musical influences?
You know, personally, I would say that the 90s grunge scene had a big impact on me in my development, mainly because I grew up in Seattle for the first part of my life. So, you know, while that grunge explosion was happening, I just resonated so much with Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, and Lane Staley, Chris Cornell, such unique, amazing, timeless voices. And they're only just being themselves, drawing from what is within. And that really just stuck with me on how these guys are just leaving it all out on the stage. It's really inspiring. So, you know, you got guys like that, then you flip the other coin to, you know, the Steven Tylers and Sebastian Bach. You know, the Axl Rose is just straight up powerhouse vocalist. It's always very impressive to me.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So now, if I was to pick up your iPod or your MP3 player, dude, what tunes would I find there?
Oh, pretty much everything we just talked about, range, everything from Soundgarden to NWA. And I've really been digging on a band out of the UK, Royal Blood. I've been jamming their record for the past couple of weeks, and very excited to get to see them live in a couple of months.
Oh, cool, cool. So, Brandon, man, when you're not writing, touring, rehearsing, what do you do for a day off, man? What do you do for fun?
Sleep. I mean, it really is a rarity. There's never a dull moment. There's always something to do. But, if I had my brothers, I could have a day off, so to speak. Hey, it'd be great to dig your toes into the sand and kick back by the beach with a couple of coldies.
Cool. Awesome, dude. So, what would you say is your most memorable moment so far?
I think every year is filled with new experiences, and it's all about learning and growing and moving on. One thing that will always stick with me is when we got to play with ZZ Top a couple of years ago. It must have been 2010 or 11. That was a fantastic experience and a couple of true gentlemen.
Very cool, very cool. So let's take it the other way, man. Do you have any Spinal Tap moments you want to share with us?
Oh, gosh. Exploding drummers, gear malfunctions, sangs on the road. All the bad stuff, you just kind of got to roll with it. We were taught early on from a great mentor of ours, everything in this business is either fun or it's funny. You got to learn to deal with bullshit because there's a lot of highs and lows in rock and roll, and that's just the way it goes.
Awesome, brother. That was awesome. Wow. Hey, dude, the next song I want to play, Cheating Death. What can you tell us about the tune?
Oh, that's just a full-on barn burner. A little Evel Knievel vibe in there, so rev those engines and crank it up.
Awesome. Check it out, listeners. This is Cheating Death from Diamond Lane. We'll be right back with more Brandon.
I don't know if I should care about the deal you
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Kick-ass, brother. That was Cheating Death. Awesome tune. We're back here with Brandon from Diamond Lane. How you doing, man?
Fantastic, brother. How about yourself?
Doing great, man. Doing great. I'm loving the tunes, man. I'm really digging this album.
Right on. I'm glad to hear that, brother. Horns high.
Dude, since Diamond Lane has been together, man, would you say you guys have grown? Have you evolved since the early days?
Oh, without a doubt, unquestionably. You know, I call the 2000s, the demo years. I feel like the band really started when Jared and I came down to Los Angeles because we had, spent years honing the craft and acquiring the skill set that we need. The best part about having a hardworking team together is that you're growing together. You're always challenging each other to be the best that you could possibly be. And you're growing as a unit, figuring out, the sound and how can we develop this into something even greater. So it's always a challenge. We're all very much students of the game, hungry to learn and grow and improve.
Awesome, man. What advice would you have for bands just starting out?
Work your ass off. Don't pay attention to trends and what's popular, because by the time you try to jump on that, it's already a sinking ship. You've got to tap into yourself and do what feels good. Do what feels real, because that's the only way you're going to sustain and grow in this world with a million bands competing for the limited space that there is. You got to tap into yourself and do something real, or you're just going to get lost in the shuffle.
Awesome advice, man. Awesome. And you can hear that like in the trends where the bands come on during the tail end of those trends, and they sound like every other band before them.
You got it, man. You got it. I mean, it's easy to jump on what's hot, but that ain't the way to do it if you want to last in this business.
Absolutely. So now, are you guys on a label? Are you looking for a label?
We're totally independent as of right now, but certainly open to the right business relationship if the opportunity arose. And, the stuff that we're coming up with now with the follow-up for Terrorizer, it's just smoking hot. So it's only a matter of time until we join forces with somebody and really start to take over the world.
Awesome, dude. And, this is a perfect follow-up question, man. What would you say is the ultimate goal for the band?
Just to reach as many ears and faces as humanly possible. I know we have something potent and special in Diamond Lane, and we look forward to taking it all over the world stages.
Awesome. Awesome, dude. So, upcoming shows, what do you got going on?
Oh, just a chock-full calendar. We're going to be in San Jose at Rock Bar on Friday, back to our hometown. Those shows are always exciting to see some of the original diehards out there partying with us. It's always a great time. March 21st, we're going to be at the Troubadour in Los Angeles for our first LA show of the year. A huge blowout, a lineup of just killer bands. And then we're going to be in the studio working on the follow-up for Terrorizer before hitting out on the road in May. And that's going to take us across most of the United States. We're going to end that run at Rocklahoma over Memorial Day weekend, which is just going to be a total barn burner.
Oh, awesome. That's a kick-ass show, man, that Rocklahoma.
Oh, we're stoked and privileged to be a part of it for our first time, and looking forward to making some noise in the fields of Oklahoma. Awesome.
Brandon, where can the listeners find Diamond Lane?
DiamondLaneRocks.com. That is our main website. It's going to have links to all of our social action, but Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all /Diamond Lane. Check out our music videos at YouTube/Diamond Lane Videos. If you Google us, we're going to be the first thing that pops up. So if you want a dose of Diamond Lane in your life, we're not hard to find, and we're going to accept you with open arms.
Awesome. Now, can they pick up Terrorizer on your .com?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have our whole store set up, store.diamondlanerocks.com. We got a bevy of merch. We got hard copy CDs. If they want digital stuff, that's an option, too.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Last song I want to play tonight, The Enemy. What can you tell us about the tune?
Oh, that's the kickoff track for Terrorizer. The fantastic one that we left playing live, and that was actually the first song that we wrote for that record. When we got in the studio and started messing around with some demos and just kicking around ideas, that's one of the things that just evolved organically and really packs a punch. We love playing that song. It's got depth, substance, and some serious balls.
Awesome, dude. Brandon, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor, brother. Thank you for calling in tonight.
Billy, I appreciate you having me on, flying that Diamond Lane flag. I know with guys like you and fans like who are listening right now, we can take this thing all over the map.
Awesome. Hang on one second, Brandon. Listeners,
Sure thing.
check it out. This is Diamond Lane with the Enemy. We'll be right back.
There's nothing left to say.